Hello everybody, it's time to do some catch-up. Haven't done one in a while, so here we go. This is a 3,000 watt wind generator. It works good too, believe it or not. We built a friend of mine and I, my friend Bob, he designed the mount. It's windy out here. I'm trying to stay out of the wind, but it's foldable, so I can take that down. 20-foot steel pole, and just to disconnect the guy wires, and it'll fold over onto that hitching post over there. But that's one of the many things that we did. 3,000 watt, buried the line all the way to the house. And I'll show you the controller in a minute. I didn't use the controller that was supposed to come with it because it was way late getting here. There's Sheldon over there playing around. So I bought one from Missouri Wind and Solar. I'll show you that when I go inside. But the wiring comes down inside the pole, comes out, goes inside that little container down there where I can disconnect it, unplug it, and then the whole thing folds over onto that that hitching post there. Had to have the hitching post because the blades are pretty big. Didn't want them hitting the ground. And then we put in electric fence around it, protected from the cows and the horses and the beavers and all the other stuff out here. But that's what we did there. I'm going to stop the video for this for just a moment. I'm not sure how good these batteries are either. Been a while. Okay, I'm back in the wind here. Let me walk over here where there's less wind. Built a electric fence around all the ham radio stuff. You can see my VHF antenna is leaning over pretty good. I'm going to have to build the same kind of tower as that for each one of these antennas. My TV antenna picks up 17 channels, I think we're getting. The VHF antenna, the wind has been as much as 80 miles an hour out here, so I'm surprised anything's still standing. Let's walk over here in the wind. Parking all the trailers in here now. I don't know where the dogs went. There goes Sheldon, there's shithead. This antenna here is a DX Commander. It's 80 meters through 6 meters. And it's a pretty decent antenna. It gets 10 meters, the whole 9 yards. It works really, really well. 1-to-1 SWR in most of the bands. And then I got my long wire antenna down there. That was the off-center fed antenna. It works really well also. You can see the 80-meter leg from that white standoff over there over to where the pole is for the off-center fed. Let's walk over here to the next group. The trees. These are the trees we had planted. I'm afraid they didn't make it through the winter. We accidentally left the rainwater tank running on it one day, so a whole 200 gallons of water ran out on them, and they don't like water. You only water them for a few minutes every day or it'll kill them, and I think we killed them with just too much water, washed them out. Had 4 of them, and all 4 of them died. But they were actually, I think they were probably dead before the winter hit, because this one here still has the leaves on it. It's really unfortunate. I like those trees. We may try it again next year. So let's see where we're at. We managed to pick up two 20-foot storage containers for a really good price. Going to town today to pick up some paint to make them all the same colors for everything else out here. So there's one and there's the other. Putting blocks in between them to make kind of a walkway, and that's working out pretty cool. We're working on the Mustang and the Volkswagen over there. I just have them out of the way for the moment. We'll repark them maybe this week. The little 400-watt wind generator up there is actually working. A friend gave me a controller for that. I may have already put that in a different video, but a friend gave us a controller for that one that actually worked instead of the junk that came with it. So that one's up and running. One of those is going to be a shop, and the other one is storage for motorcycles. Need that. There's too many motorcycles out here, couldn't hardly even walk. There's Baby in his favorite place in the whole world. And there's Shithead. Okay, this is the controller for the 400-watt antenna or wind generator. It does not need this. I could take this off and it would actually work probably better. These, once the batteries hit a certain voltage, it starts discharging the batteries. It doesn't waste or put any energy into from the windmill. So this I could actually take off. This one over here is the Missouri Wind and Solar controller, and all this does literally is it has a dump load here, which I disconnected, a run, free, and brake. When you put it on free, it's going to spin like crazy. When you put it on brake, it shorts all three of these, so it's not going to be spinning right now. On free, it'll spin like a nutcase, and on run, it's generating. Here, this is the regulator, and all this is actually doing is converting the AC voltage to DC voltage. That's all this is doing. I wouldn't want to put my fingers across there, but I can put them across there, no problem. But it is not putting out right at the moment. But since we put that in, it's charged at 32 kilowatts. It's giving us 32 kilowatts of energy. And that's pretty handy at night. At night more than anything else. This piece here, all this does is tell this when to turn on and dump energy through the resistors. So if the batteries hit 59 volts, this is going to turn on and discharge the batteries. It does not do anything for the solar system or the wind system at all. So I just disconnected that because I don't want my batteries to be discharged. I want them to be charged. So that's what I'm doing with that. I could have bought this without this for $150 less, but I didn't realize what this did. I thought it was a necessary part of the system, and it's not. So that's where we're at with that. But this is from Missouri Wind and Solar. I could have actually made one of these. I could have built one, no problem at all. But now I know exactly how this system works, and that's a big plus. So that's where we're at on that. It's working great the way it is. Okay, we're inside the shop now. I just got this started, so it's not nearly finished yet. I got a bunch of junk on the counter. This is going to be my little workshop. Got plenty of room in here for stuff. That's my hardware store. The tools over there. It's working out pretty good. Thinking about putting a karaoke system in here, because it sounds great when I got everything running. If you remember from all my other videos, I had no teeth. Well, I have teeth now. Yay! I went to Nubia and got my teeth fixed. So the funny thing there is the teeth will last forever. They're titanium and zirconium, so they will last literally forever. You can't break them. So 500,000 years from now, somebody's going to be digging around in the desert somewhere and come up with these teeth, and depending on how advanced they are, 500,000 years from now, they'll probably be cavemen. But they'll either wear them as jewelry, or they'll think, wow, whatever creature this was absorbed titanium and zirconium, and that's what they used for teeth. That's what their teeth became. It's got to be some kind of evolution type thing. But that's where I'm at with that. So I like my teeth. They're working pretty good. I can eat again. But that's all that we've really done that I can think of offhand. Inside the house, no real changes. Using Starlink for internet now, it works fantastic. I'm really happy with Elon Musk and what he's done. We've been able to see several rocket launches from out here. Waiting for the big one out of Texas coming up in a couple of days. See if maybe we can see that one from here down in, it's near Corpus Christi, down that way. But yeah, looking out that direction, we saw a Vandenberg launch. It was the coolest thing ever, I thought. And looking out that way, we saw Bezos launch one. We've seen that twice. So one of them was with William Shatner. The first one we saw was William Shatner going up. So that's where we're at. The truck, I put hubs on the front. You can see the hubs. That's helped a lot. Don't have too much more to say. We've not been exactly all that real busy, but getting stuff done slowly, one thing at a time. This has been quite a fun project. Really happy with living out here. The cows and stuff, got to help out with those a couple of times. Just feeding, or not feeding, but breaking the ice out of the water tanks and throwing bags of feed into the feed hopper and stuff like that. So that's fun. Anyhow, that's all I have for this video. Y'all have fun out there. See ya. It's an amendum to the video that I started. This video. It's been about 3 weeks maybe since I started the last one. Walking around here aimlessly. It's getting windy, so I'm gonna make this quick. The trees, you remember, they weren't coming up. Now they are green. Yay, all 4 of them. They're doing great. I just I left for a little while, had to go to Rollins, came back, and there they were, all nice and green. I just kept watering them about once a week for about 5 minutes each, and they're all green. And the buildings over here miraculously change colors. Can you imagine that? There's that one. It's all nice and yellowish. I tried to get Bureau of Land Management colors, BLM, but they didn't have a chart, so we just played it by ear. But there you go. All nice and changed colors, but I used a paint that I'll probably never touch again. I don't have it out here, but it's got a weird solvent to it. It's an oil-based paint. It's got a weird solvent to it, and it really kind of is painful on the throat. Let me set this camera down. Go in here. There it is. Xylene. Yeah. I wore a face mask, but I probably should have wore a respirator. It's pretty nasty stuff. Get it on you, it burns pretty good too. Anyhow, we got all that done. That worked out pretty well. 4-liter runs, put a new carburetor in it. I'm tied up an electric fence here. That's about it for now. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day.